Welcome back to another episode of To Catch a Criminal. My name is Enigma.
You're gonna be what now?
I'm kidding. Welcome back to another episode of Dining Divas. I'm your host, Enigma, and today I'm joined by my good sister, Sarabesque.
Into the pause.
Yes, insert here. We should know all about that. Okay. So, Sarah, is this your first time at Rachel's Creperie?
At this location, yes. I did enjoy the other location. I did have a little date there. It was so cute. It was so good. Crepes are so good. Y'all ain't never been here? Come here. Period.
Who recommended you go there?
Oh, I don't know. I guess it was like, maybe it was the Divas, maybe it was you. I can't recall. It was so long ago.
She don't remember her black friends.
I'm from Baltimore. What you mean?
Yeah, so tell me, the question everyone wants to know. Where are your nails?
Oh my god, everyone wants to know where my nails are. That's great. So nails do not equal drag. It will give a heightened experience and elevated look, but it does not mean that you're not doing drag. Despite what that song had said, if you're not wearing nails, you're not doing drag. I think that's a lie.
She just added Alaska. So when she responds, what are you going to say?
When she responds, I'll say, that's fine. Everybody has opinions. Opinions are like booties. Some of them stink. Most of them stink.
Especially Majesty's. Especially Majesty's.
Didn't you have her in an episode before? She gonna see this one.
I don't know if I know her for sure. Oh, yeah, I think I had her. She was season -4.
Season last year.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Uh-oh, that's proof that we filmed in the same day. Get rid of that.
Oh, leave it to Jeremy. Jeremy can do no wrong.
I'll believe that when I see it.
Okay? Getting hot in here. I'm turning maroon. I can't blush because I'm black, like you, so.
If you can't blush because you're black like me, that means I can't blush.
But you have it on today.
I am wearing blush
Good for
today.
you, sister. I'm so proud of you.
Let's go on with this.
Yeah, let's get into this. So I want to jump right into it. First off, your name, Sarabesque. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, Sarabesque is my handle.
Okay.
Sarabesque is my name.
Okay.
They didn't have that handle available, so if you're looking for me on Instagram, it's Sarabisq. Yes, but my name is Sarabesque. That actually comes from a dance term. I am a trained dancer. I've been doing this since I could basically walk out of the womb. And arabesque is actually a ballet term. It's French. It is a pose. You'll have to look it up. I'm not going to do it here. You're not going to catch me slipping. But back when I was creating my drag name, there were a lot of drag names that had puns. Like, I'm trying to think of, there's so many, but like...
I need attention.
Okay, that's one. Yeah.
That is one.
There's like pun names in drag, and like, I personally... Oh, I did tuck my septum piercing up. Sorry, I was checking it. I have a habit of doing that.
Were you picking your nose on my show?
No, but I was fixing my septum piercing. But we're gonna have it out because not all drag needs to be cookie cutter.
Leave Majesty alone.
Why are you gonna bring her into this?
You brought her up.
No, I did not. Anywho, back to the topic at hand because attention deficit disorder.
Yes.
Arabesque is a dance term. I'm a dancer, and when I was thinking about pun names because I like to be goofy and fun and have a good time. But at the same time, I put a lot of dance and thought into my pieces. I like to have a good time. I like to be a twirl girl. And arabesque was like, it's an A letter. I was going through dance terms, and I was like, okay, like Rhonda Jam. I think there's already a drag queen named Rhonda Jam. And so I was like, I don't know, I haven't really seen like classic drag names in that sense, and I thought arabesque, and I was like, okay, but like something about the letter S spoke to me. And I was talking to my sister at the time, and coincidentally her name is Sarah, and I was like, you know what, you don't do drag, but I do drag. And I was like, how about Sarabesque? And she was like, do you want it 2 names or 1? And I was like, you know what, the term itself is 1, so I'll take Sarabesque, all 1 word, thank you, spell it out. A lot of people are going to have a problem pronouncing it, especially when they're drunken at the bar, but I don't care, slur my name if you get it wrong.
Slur.
Sipping on some scissor.
Oh, okay. So tell me, I heard that you are a little bit of a twirler. How do you incorporate dance and your background in dance into your drag?
So, I mean, creatively, I just love to have a good time, and oftentimes you'll see me putting those techniques into play, but other times you'll just see me having a good time. Dancing is such a language that a lot of people put as the underdog in performance, and like I think performance, if you're having a good time, that's the point, you know. However, in a setting of competition, such as a pageant, um, I will happen to utilize more technique because it is a judged category. But if you're catching me at a show, I'm just there to have a good time. I'm there to twirl. I'm here to see the people who want to see me and spread love. Like that's really what it's about for me.
Yeah, I definitely can remember you from some of my earliest drag experiences.
Pre-drag, pre-Enigma.
Yeah, pre-Enigma. Lord Pierre.
Oh, no.
And I actually remember seeing you at Brunch Camor.
Is that a Tell Us?
Yes, it was
Tell
at
Us
Tell It.
360.
Tell Us 360.
Here in
And
Lancaster.
yes, it was in Lancaster. Camor was hosting it. Hexa was in that brunch. She did Ariana Grande. And you did this funny mix. I will never forget it. And you went into I Feel Like a Woman. It was so good. And you had a cover up and everything. And I was like, oh, reveals. I was like, this is like professional. And you were just so funny. And I had never quite seen, all the queens I saw before were like either mean or fierce. You were like fierce. Not necessarily mean, but you were very funny. I remember like I was losing it at the table. I was like, this bitch has me cracking up.
We love having a good time. Honestly, at the end of the day, drag is so much more than a lot of people are making it out to be, and like everybody's take on the art form is so different. I love when I go to shows and I meet new people and new entertainers and I get their perspective and their background and I get to share mine.
Yeah.
And mine is always evolving too. Because like I'll find things that I love about my art. I'll find things that other people are doing that really like inspire me to try new things outside of what I'm comfortable with.
Yeah.
And gender expression in its own self is so expansive that when you incorporate performance into it, it just brings it to a whole nother level. And that's what I just love it. I love drag.
Yes, I love drag too.
Even though I don't do it.
Oh, you absolutely do. I mean, one of your shining moments was at that state-of-the-art competition, Divas Duels, hosted by the Divas, aka Kapira's Divas. And I do remember that was probably one of the highlights for me as a fan of yours, watching you perform. It was that Mario, the peaches. I was rolling. I'm sitting on the side of the stage trying to host this, and I can't keep it together because I'm just losing it. And I was like, this is a very creative take.
It's camp. For me, like, don't get me wrong, I love Princess Peach, but like, with the Mario movie coming out and having its like relevance in pop culture, and being a newer movie out, when we were given that prompt, that what would we call it? Like, we call it a prompt,
A challenge.
Challenge, yeah,
The
more or
challenge,
less.
yeah.
I just thought like, first and foremost, I already had that costume made, and I've been wanting to use it for a talent for a while. And the second that, I mean, granted, we were given the criteria in advance, so each week I kind of tried to meticulously plan what I was doing, and alter it if need be, like during the group challenges and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I already had that ready to go, and I thought, how can I engage? Because not every competition is the same. Some will allow you to engage with the audience members, some will keep you on a stage and a platform. And I was like, what can I do to have this stand out? I already have the costume, I already have thoughts on it. And I just wanted to make it fun and campy and enjoyable and make people chuckle. And for those of the people who hadn't seen the movie, kind of encourage them to go see it. I actually hadn't even seen it at that point. I had just seen the little pieces from it, like, I love Jack Black. Jack Black is daddy.
What did you call me?
Ma'am.
Is that the week you won?
What? I think that is the week
I think that's the week you won.
That's the week I won.
Yeah.
Though I tried every week to win. But that's what competitions are for. You wanna put your best foot forward.
Absolutely.
And there were a ton of great competitors. But nonetheless, I put it together and I was thinking, how can I engage my audience, make it campy, make it fun, and still also dance?
Yeah.
Because dancing is my storytelling. And I just wanted to put it all into one rounded experience, and that's what I thought I did, and per winning, I guess that's what I achieved.
So considering the challenges that you've experienced, okay, great,
Slay. Considering what now?
I don't remember.
Check your card.
Let's try this. That was interesting timing.
Wow, interesting.
Interesting. Now I have to unwrap my crate.
Unwrapped.
Yeah, see, it comes in like
Oh.
a little thing.
A little thing.
A little thing.
A little thingiana.
This is work.
I don't trust me with this.
Yeah, what?
Why they gave Sarah a sharp knife?
This is dangerous. Okay, we're gonna take her out. Boom.
I'm so fancy.
Are you hungry, Mama?
Mama's always hungry.
Dang.
She ready to
Just
eat.
a little. My triceps popping out trying to cut this. Hello? You better be easier to chew. What
Your
the
feminine
fuck?
triceps.
Yeah. Girl, this is not.
Soft and feminine. So feminine, soft.
Let's see.
I'm sorry, that's just a throwback moment for me.
That's good.
Okay, we're gonna flip this one.
I haven't had Nutella in like years.
Oh, you better log that in your Jenny Craig app.
Okay. I don't have to actually.
Wait.
How's yours?
Baby, I love me some sweet cream cheese up in a crepe. It's such a dessert pastry. It's the moment.
I bet you do. Okay. So, as I was saying,
Sure.
considering the challenges you have experienced as an entertainer across the years with feeling like you can and cannot bring certain acts to certain venues, what inspired you to transition from using the term drag artist or drag queen to entertainer?
That's such a profound question. I wonder how you came up with it. Over the years, I started in drag knowing that there was a set criteria in my upbringing. I was born and raised in Baltimore, and in the Baltimore drag scene, I was brought up in pageantry. And every now and then I felt rebellious to pageant style drag because I thought that's not fully me. There's more than this surface. And I'm not saying pageant drag by any means is shallow. No misconceptions there. There's so much intricacy behind pageant drag as there is any other style of drag. Mm-hmm. However, in my performative styles, which range from ballads, which you might not see me do often, but I will still do them.
Okay.
Especially if the criteria is in the contract, or I'm feeling it. Which again falls on me as an entertainer, as an individual business owner of me, myself, and I.
Okay.
But in my years and in my experiences, I have found that there is so much of a diversity and versatility in the word entertainer. It's so expansive that, yes, it's a label, but it's a general label that lets you dabble in things that aren't heavy with expectations.
Yeah.
Like, I will refer to myself as a drag queen, yes, but I also refer to myself more so as an entertainer because I also dabble in burlesque entertainment, all types of queer nightlife things, and it's just it's such a label that's not a label, if you know what I mean.
It's very open-ended. It can be many things as an entertainer.
And that also expanded the people who were interested in booking me because, yes, they saw a drag queen. But when looking at my resume or asking me about what I do, when I use the word entertainer, it entices the people who want to book me to say, well, what does that mean? And what would that mean for our event or for us?
Right.
And that also opens the conversation as a business person to say, well, I can meet XYZ criteria if it is a necessity or required. But otherwise, if you are comfortable booking me as an entertainer and you want to know what I'm doing, I will give you a rundown of my skill set. And if there are times that I need to provide guidelines or deadlines on what my music is, what it contains, what I'm planning to do for my number. Granted, I fly by the seat of my skirt a lot of the times because sometimes I'm just so in the moment that unless it's like a pageant category where it's choreography, I will do what fits me the best in the moment, engages the audience. And I think entertainer is the best term for me to use because of its versatility.
Absolutely. I know you take this very serious. It's almost like you view it kind of like the way I do, not only as an art form and expressive, but you're a professional, you're a businesswoman. This is your bread and your butter. It's how you earn your living. So
The non-taxable kind.
okay,
Oh, you didn't catch that.
file your taxes, kids.
I'm not an LLC.
You're not.
No. I thought about it though.
You should.
Maybe.
You could have gotten a whole reimbursement for driving here.
Maybe.
You should.
Anywho.
Anyways, I know you do take it very serious, and you are a business person at heart. In what ways do you feel like your experience as a professional and in the corporate world tie into the way you apply yourself to your drag?
So for my day job, I am a customer service agent, and I've been involved in a variety of customer service positions, which really, over the course of time, have helped me take my jobs seriously. That includes in nightlife as well, engaging the audience members, treating them as your customers, because as patrons, they're customers of the bar. And as an individual business owner myself, if I'm presenting something on stage, I am representing myself as well as the bar that booked me or the host that booked me, etc. And I want to do myself justice in how I present myself, but I also understand that if there are a set of rules or guidelines to follow, that I am not breaking those rules to not break my professionalism.
Yeah.
So if I were to be booked at said event that says call time is this, communication in this business form is necessary if you do run behind, with reasonable, like kind of like any other business. If you're booking a service and you run behind on your clients, or your client runs behind on you, and there's like a deposit that's non-refundable within certain
Time frames
and understandings. As a business owner, you can say, hey, look, you communicated you were running late. There's things out of your control. You're not going to take the hit, or you'll take less of a hit than you would normally for show pay, which is, again, business-related things. But in my day job, it's helped me manage my emotions as well, because even though I am on the phone and people cannot physically see me, despite any rude gestures I would like to make during those difficult customer times, I have convinced myself to know better even if I am not seen, because I am still heard. And my vocals can also tell a lot about my tone can tell a lot about how I'm feeling. You can't misconstrue if I'm upset. You can see if I'm saying something to you, if I'm like, let's just say you and I were at a disagreement about something prior to today, and as a professional, I'm coming here to do my thing. And if I was not able to mask any emotions, and not be a professional, you'd recognize that in my tone, in my positioning, I'd be like, great. And there's a difference between the reality of that and playful shade, which we have a good rapport. So if there was really something up, I would also, being a professional, want to address it beforehand, be like, hey, before we do this interview, I want to either squash this or let you know that there's this issue and we can talk about it later. But being professional has a lot of criteria to some and little criteria to others. Everybody's take on professionalism is so different.
Yeah.
Granted, there's textbook definition, which you can look up, but then there's also experiences, like what delegates a professional experience versus amicable experience. Are you just doing it for the sake of doing it, or are you genuinely being a good person with a professional attitude, and are you handling things correctly? Right. And it has been about 7 years since I've dipped my toes in the America pageant system. Last time I ran, I was first alternate to Jasleen Sparks Dixon, and we went to Miss Gay America together back in 2017-18. And I've taken the past several years I haven't wanted to get into pageantry, and being that was being held at a bar where I'm comfortable, and people were there to support me, I thought, why not? And it's a pageant system. It's a pageant system I grew up with. Granted, I've changed my art form since then, and they've changed some of their rules, regulations, and everything since then. So I'm excited to see what's new. I will be running for that against the current Miss Pennsylvania America, Morgan.
Love Morgan.
And we will see how that battle pans out. But hopefully I will walk away with a little crown, a little sash at my home bar. Amongst many other things. So if you're not following me on social media, it is, again, my Instagram, Sarabesque, Sarabisq, and I will be posting things like where to find me in the course of the year. I try to use that as actively as I can. My Facebook's getting wild and crazy, but I do have a Facebook like page as well. So I try to post that, my bookings and my gigs there as well, and you can interact with me on a variety of social platforms.
Awesome. Well, thank you
Yada, yada,
so
yada.
much for joining me today. I appreciate you coming in.
Can I get a box?
Yeah, I'm gonna need a box for this. This is a little tough.
Go ahead. Use it. Oh,
Oh, she splattered a little bit. Oops.
this was so great. I'm definitely gonna be ordering more. You might find me in Lancaster more often, bothering you.
You should come on by.
I
I'm
say
bored.
That, I say that as if you live here, but you don't.
Yes, I do. Born and raised here, Lancaster is my home and my stomping grounds. Thank you all so much for joining me for another episode of Dining Divas. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at DePiros_Divas and stay tuned for the next episode. Until next time, bye.